Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promote it to just go.
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't, lil' bruh. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating, lil' daddy, LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapist, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Tether Road, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Look at my VIP. Snicker my. One brick, one miss. Rich tickets, check out. We talking start like ball hype. Pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm a miss. So my daddy like, boy, don't blow my shit. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Bro, I'm godlike, I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl, she musty. Bro, you flexing on IG. People like you disgust me. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. These women love me, bro. They tryna me. That's the wrong way to ruin me. Back your buddy, if he get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me, I can turn auntie into a. I'm in the S5 facing cuffy, cause I can't name that guy but me, dummy. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 I got it.
Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks. Hermes fur on my feet, I'm a lead.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. So likely a 3-and-out on their opening drive. That's not a good omen for a team that's lost 3 straight games.
Too many threes that you're mentioning right there. That's a number they've got to get off of. And the big risk you're running right now is discouragement amongst the ranks. How do you keep them up? How do you keep them motivated? They've got to dial up something to give themselves some confidence.
Now McCarthy.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Throwing is McCarthy.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings.
Anthony Schwartz,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. That's taken on the 25. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
McCarthy off the play fake.
He's going to float this over the middle deep.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the...
And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job. but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On play action, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35, good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Here's McCarthy. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. To the sideline and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Well, now they'll try the end around.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. The Cowboys at 1-7 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Prescott now from the 50. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
To the air with McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. McCarthy operating from the gun.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
The Vikings send out their punter. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This is caught inside the 15. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Prescott. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Jonathan Grenard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson, 65 yards. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive. They've got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 27. Prescott now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in his third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And running with power here. Whoa! It still won't go down. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st.
Couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now McCarthy.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. McCarthy.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Throwing is McCarthy.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
And I believe that gain on third and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it'll be a Minnesota first down. Back to throw again.
Got an open man. It's Schwartz.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Sticking with the pass. Here's McCarthy.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Tyquan Thornton.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Prescott. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. 54 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Here's a give up the middle.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Right back to him on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Vikings 28, Cowboys 23. Will Whiter the kickoff for the Vikings.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Prescott to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now a first down carry by Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Damone Clark.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Now 2nd and 4.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Left side to Lamb.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Pass complete. It's Hockenson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And, oh, that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this one is right down the middle. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Oh, some strong running. They can't tackle him. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're at of the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want the ball positioned? Because that's all you're going to do on offense. Move it to that spot. Make sure you take care of the football and probably third down, kick the field goal, and try and win this game.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
To the air with McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to...
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
So it's a win for the Vikings, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, he was in complete control of this offense. He had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And to be honest, he really made it look easy out there.
So for the Vikings, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.